Gemma here. I thought I would just jump in here quickly. If you have watched some of the previous videos the last couple of days, you'll know that we've had a few sound issues thanks to the little fluffy wind muff that I'd put on top of the camera. Thought I was doing a great thing by putting that on there, but looks like I don't know if it was me that put it on wrong or if it was just rubbish, but basically it ruined the sound on a lot of the footage, which is really disheartening, to be honest. But I thought I would just jump in here quickly because the intro that I'd done to this video, I wanted to be able to include it, but it was so quiet, you just couldn't hear. I think because we were in the hotel room and I was trying to talk a bit quieter, so yeah, it wasn't great. So I thought, right, I'm just gonna come on and do it. So welcome to day 6. This was only a short trip to Florida, as you know. It wasn't a planned trip. We didn't intend to go in December, and we were booked for May 2020, and then we changed that to October, and then February, and then we had August, and then we changed the date again in August to a different date in August, and then we figured it probably just wouldn't be happening, and then we would be going back just in August 22. But once the government obviously announced that the borders were open, and obviously Biden opened the borders as well for us to go, we kind of thought, I feel like we have to go now, because if we don't and they close them again, we would have missed that opportunity. So it was a short trip, but it was a good trip. So before we flew, the rules to travel were that you had to do a test before departure, and then a test, a PCR test on day 2 of your return back to the UK. So that was all sorted, that was all arranged. The first day of us being in Florida, we went online and saw that the UK government had changed the goalpost basically, and now we had to test to return back to England. Obviously we weren't prepared for that, so the only tests we'd taken with us were just the NHS tests. And that obviously isn't good enough to travel. You have to be able to provide a certificate to return, sort of proof that that your tests are negative basically. So we were in a sort of a difficult situation, being kind of the first group of people as such, I suppose, with no knowledge of how this can happen once you're out here. Where can you get the test from, and so on. So lots of searching kind of online, and found that the international premium outlets had a COVID test site. They were charging $75 per person for an antigen test. I booked it for the day before we were due to travel home, just obviously because I thought, well, if that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. That's the reason why we take credit cards with us at the end of the day. So I booked that, but I didn't pay for it. I just booked like a time slot. And then I saw on a Facebook group that people had mentioned a company called Dawson Medical. Now, they weren't based near where we were on iDrive, and we didn't have a car. So I sort of looked to see how far it was, and it was going to cost quite a bit in Ubers to be able to get there and back. But I did pop a message over to her. I think I've mentioned this in a previous vlog already. But she basically fitted us in for a video call, so we just had to provide our own tests, which she would watch us do, which doesn't have to be supervised, but to get the certificate, that's how that works over there. So we went and bought the tests in Walgreens, and they don't do the NHS ones because the US don't recognise the make of them, so it has to be the US make of the test. So yeah, we went and got those and we did them. The next clip is going to be seeing the test, so you're going to see what they look like, and I'm just going to go through how we went about doing that. So yeah, back over to holiday, Gemma. So these are the tests from the US. This is what the box looks like. You get 2 in a box, and they are $24 for 2. They're a little bit different than the UK. This is what the liquid comes in. You just snap off the top, and then you can just sort of, you know, drop that in. These actually are 2-sided, so I'll just show you the instructions so you can see what I mean. Now on here, you've got the 2 little circles are where you drop the liquid into. As below, it shows you that it's 6 drops in there. Then you do your nasal thing as you normally do at home, like the NHS ones, and then you kind of stick it through the hole, and then you take the little sticker off, fold it over, and you end up with a lollipop that looks like this. As you can see on there, you've got the control line, just like our NHS ones at home. The line shows it works, and then the sample line is where you would get the second line up if it was a positive. Thank God they all come back negative, and we already have the certificate showing that we are good to fly. Me again. I just wanted to say that we did get the certificates back very quickly to say that we were negative, so we thought, great, we are good to go. I'll get myself back onto the Verifly app and fill in all of that information so we get that green tick to travel, and then I can check in online. But it turned out there was something, I don't know what it was, there was something wrong with the Verifly app. Basically, on there you would enter your proof of vaccine for adults, and then you would upload your like test results and so on, but it was asking for proof of vaccines for the kids. Now Jake and Abby are 12 and 14, so they have had their first vaccination, but they're not like fully vaccinated, so they don't have that, you know, proof. So, and without putting that in, you couldn't bypass it or anything at all, so we were left in a situation where we had no choice but to check in at the airport. And I have heard, like, you know, through that week of kind of horror stories of people saying how crazy it is at the airport because everyone's having issues and they're having to check all of the stuff. So I really wasn't looking forward to that. But, you know, Verifly left us in a situation where we had no choice but to do that. So that was pretty rubbish, really. But yeah, I think that's all I need to say. So I'll send you back over again now. Breakfast sandwich. It comes with a croissant, but I asked for bagel. Pancake. American breakfast. Or pancake. Last time in the pool. Don't you try and splash us. It's a bit cloudy again this morning, but it's really warm. The pool was actually the warmest it's been so far. 10:40, 21 degrees. Me and Jake like, no, we're not going to get in the pool. It takes too long to sort all this hair out. So just going to chill here, just relax for a moment while we finish up in the pool. And then, yeah, we're going to get out. We've got to leave. We're going to leave our bags here though, and we can go to the reception, so that's fine. And then we are going to go and head over to Universal. There's a few things we've not done yet, so even though it's cloudy, it's quite bright. There's a few things we haven't done yet that we want to go and do. Just see what we can try and fit in really on our last day. Which is the same to Jake, I don't like last days. You're always watching the time. Half flight tonight isn't until 8 o'clock. We still need to get the airport for like 5. Realistically, we need to get out of Universal, we need to get back here, then we need to get to the airport. So I'm thinking we'll leave Universal around 3 o'clock, get back here, maybe see if we can pop to Walgreens or something, see if we can go and get some food for the plane. Not that we really eat much on the way home, but just get something, maybe get some more during the day. Definitely making the most of this, aren't you? Hi, room. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm going. I'll stay here. See ya. Our last moving walkway. This one's on. It'll be going out. For the last time this year. No, you're sad that you're leaving. Of course you're sad. This is it. Moment. Yeah. That's fine. I feel like we've been to Universal more, obviously, on this short trip than what we do in a 14-day trip. Yeah. Probably do Universal, maybe. How many days should we do? 4? Yeah, probably 4 days we normally do Universal. In a normal car out here to that trip. It's not day 5 now. We had a 5-day ticket, so it kind of made sense. We were a little bit umming and ahhing today what to do, because obviously we didn't get to do the Skyliner in Disney, which I really wanted to do, and I wanted to go around some of the hotels and see the Christmas decorations and stuff. So we could have done that today, but we were a little bit out from Disney, so the Uber's would have been more expensive to go and do that. But I'm not sure the kids would have been very happy. But no, it was pretty Universal, and that's fine by me, because you get to go and ride some more rides,
haven't seen the Dawn show yet, which we really want to go and watch. So we're going to go and do that shortly. I'll see you on the other side. Sometimes what was real and what wasn't. Like when the screen moved, you felt like you were moving. Yeah. You couldn't tell what was the screen and what was it. No. Spunk. Yeah. Very good. Very good. Definitely recommend. Very. Yeah, didn't know really what to expect. One would describe it as clever. It's really clever how they do it. Basically, like it's a massive screen in the front. And then like the actors kind of walk in front of it, but it looks like they are wherever the screen is. So the screen was facing like a city. It looked like they were in a city, and then like some specific stage scenes would come out, and it would blend into the screen, and the screen would move. And sometimes it'd be like full like circle, like you were spinning in your seat, so it would be like you're facing the really, really, really good. Definitely go watch it. Don't miss it. Abby, this does. Listen. You got anything in your pocket? Have fun! The kids are going to go and ride this one. It's going to 10. Oh, perfect. Yeah. We're going to give this one a miss, aren't we? Huh? We're going to give this one a miss. I can just see myself in your glasses. Bye!
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me, 'cause you know and I know we're onto something good. You know and I know we got something good. So much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! We're going to head back over to Ireland. We weren't going to go over to Ireland. Abby wants to buy a stone. Did the money, 15-minute wait, but it was walk on. As soon as we came out here, we went to the lane and then shut all the lockers, so we literally just got that in front. I think Universal is my favourite park out of the two. I do really like Ireland, but yeah, Universal just kind of gets me more, you get more emotional. I'm sad to say goodbye, but fingers crossed we will be back here next August. I mean, the government restrictions get much worse, other than the fact that we just can't come at all. Test to come, test to go back. Oh yeah, test and isolate when we get back. Wait, you know, you have to isolate. Can't get that to get much worse than that, can it? End of Islands of Adventure. We are out. Enjoy your last couple of rides. Yeah. We do Jurassic Park, River Adventure, and we did Coast. Oh, what is this bit ahead in? Oh, it's going to get wet. Yeah, we did River Adventure, which is good. We haven't done that one yet, and it was only 15 minutes until like 5. We just walked back to our shop and we wanted to give it a go, and we have. I think it was 22 minutes to in the summer, which was like the road that you come straight out on, and then you can go either way down High Drive. And yeah, not about 22 minutes, we agreed to go and get some planes, some sweets, and get some more Ghirardelli. Twisty treat. We've always seen a twisty treat, but never this one, and we've never had one. And it's on the way back to the hotel, which is literally that building there, and the ones in front. And so yeah, we thought we'd come here and try it out as our last little treat before heading to the airport. He's gone for the dirt cover, but he's gone for vanilla ice cream instead of chocolate, and it's got Oreo bits in it and worms. I've gone for Superman's Delight, which is Superman ice cream. I don't know what that is, but it looks like, I can see like pink and yellow and blue, so it looks like it's all mixed. Cream sprinkles, and then there are little gummy bears in there as well, and with cherry. Oh my god, look at the size of that! And the brownie base is this one for strawberry soft serve with strawberries. Does that look good? Goodbye Orlando Airport Christmas tree! Oh. We've got a quick look in that Disney store. Do you know what? There's actually quite a lot in there. If you're looking for lounge fly bags, maybe wait until you get to the airport. How many lounge fly bags do you think you just saw in there? 7? All ones that we've seen before, apart from Baby Yoda one, which I've not seen before. Not the same as your one, a different one. But yeah, that was quite a good.
Including the rucksack.
Yeah, and a really nice rucksack as well. Ours was great, the zip boat on ours. But yeah, that's really nice as well, but we didn't buy it. We resisted. Maybe next time. Yeah, we're waiting for security now, so we'll see you on the other side.
like the first drink though, because we were like the second row, weren't we? Now we have to wait. Jake's making himself comfy. I feel like I'm making a fort. Make sure your seatbelts are on because you have need to put them on. This is Abby's kids meal. It's so much better than what it was on the way out. She's got a Kit Kat, an actual bread roll. I see loads of people complain there's no bread rolls. A triple chocolate mousse. Ranch dressing. This is, oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's chicken nuggets. Huh. It's chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Pizza pasta. Chicken nuggets in there. Is that? Yeah. So yeah, pretty impressed. She's considering it. That never ever happens. Great. And that's it, we're back. We're back home, sadly, after our short trip to Florida. Even though it was a short trip, it was still a brilliant trip, and it actually went quite slowly, which was really good. But I thought I would just come in now and just give you just like a little haul just of what we bought. I know quite a few people were concerned that we were taking hand luggage only, or they were like, oh, how are you going to bring anything back? You won't have any room for any merchandise. And I just want to show you that actually I managed to buy quite a lot of stuff. So one of the first things that Abby got, which you may have seen in the vlog probably on day one, is this. I think it's hilarious. She wanted one of these for years. I mean, honestly, for the last sort of 2 years, she's mentioned it. And I remember her saying, I really want a dinosaur mask. I'm like, what do you mean a dinosaur mask? And she's like, you know, from Jurassic Park. And I remember looking, I think it must have been last Christmas, just looking like on Amazon, looking online, and you can't buy them in this country. And they were selling for around like $160. And I thought, I'm not paying that. And yeah, she managed to find it. So that was really good. I think this was $30 plus tax. I don't know why, but that's what she wanted, and she was very happy that she got it. And I managed to get that in the suitcase, so you know, to me. So we did get the Christmas cup. So this is one of the refill cups that you can buy, and you pay, I think I want to say it was about $18 for when you buy it initially, and then you get your refills all day. And then when you take it back the next day, you can get it refilled for, I think it was I want to say it was $11.51 actually, to be precise, including the tax. And then you get refills again all day. We had to get the Velocicoaster pin because obviously it's the new ride, and it's the main reason why obviously Jake would want to go back, was to ride this. This was $12 for this one. I think the only other thing we bought in Universal was the Grinch hoodie that you probably seen Abby wearing. I think it's in the wash at the moment. She wanted that when we walked into the park. She saw it, so she ended up getting it, and she did actually wear it quite a lot really. So she wore it on the plane home and stuff. So I think that was $57.99 plus tax. Let's go over to Disney now. As you know, we only ended up at a Disney park for the Very Merriest After Hours event. We didn't intend to go to Disney anyway because obviously Disney tickets are expensive and they're valid for 14 days, and you just wouldn't have got our money's worth out of it. So we did go to the Christmas party, which was a surprise from Ian. It's kind of like my early Christmas present, and although it was a lot of money, it was so worth it. It was amazing. I don't think I bought anything actually in Magic Kingdom, but we did go to Disney Springs before, so we bought some items there. I'll show you. So I got this Christmas t-shirt. This is actually a child's t-shirt. I got it in a large, and it's $19.99 plus tax. You may have seen Ian got himself a new Spirit jersey. It's got the Walt Disney World on the back. So it's red, but it's not like in your face red. I'm not sure if you can really tell on the camera. It's kind of like a dark red. I'm not sure if it's meant to be it's meant to be for Christmas, but obviously there's nothing on it is Christmassy, which is great because he can wear it then all year round. But he was happy with that because he actually managed to size down on the Disneyland one that he's got at the moment, which is obviously too baggy for him now. And this was 70, there's no tag on it, $79.99 I think, plus tax. I think it was around $84 for that. But he will wear it a lot. He wore the other one a lot, so much so it's actually gone on a hole in the sleeve. It's kind of like tie-dye, so I really liked this. And yeah, that's going to be nice and cozy. I wear quite a lot of jumpers, as you can tell, so that's going to be good. This one is an adult's. I got it in extra small, and it was $44.99 plus tax. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I didn't know if there was going to be any Christmas, like the party pins. I didn't actually see any, to be fair, but I thought this one just represents the fact that we did actually go for Christmas. Excuse my nail polish, it has all come off and I need to take it off. But I thought that was nice. It's silver. I'm not sure what silver is. I will find the receipt and I will pop that on the screen now. And then it had to be done because we did end up in Magic Kingdom of the year of the 50th, so it was only right that we bought this. This was yellow, so I'm going to assume yellow is more expensive than silver. I reckon the 50th will be more expensive than that one. So I think that's all I bought from Disney Springs. So I will show you what we bought in the outlet, because we did go to the premium outlets, not the Vineland one, the other one, which we'd never been to before, which is a smaller Disney shop. But I was really impressed actually with what I found in there, so I managed to get a few bits. So I was kneeling and it was really hurting my leg, so I've just moved the camera and I've sat down now. So Ian got this hoodie. This was, so it was $49.99 original price, and we got it for $24.99, so half price. So he's very happy with that. And I got this. Oh, it's like a jumper, but it's quite thin, and it's just sort of cut off like at the bottom. But it's quite nice, just sort of like, you know, like lays around in, and it'll be nice with like jeans and stuff. So that was $39.99, and I paid $24.99. So not quite half price for that one. But I like that. They had it in so many different colours as well, which you may have seen already in the vlog, because I didn't know what colour to buy. So this is a kid's size again. This is a large. It was $19.99 and I got it for $12.99. Just nothing on the back, just grey t-shirt. These items I bought obviously at the outlets in Florida, but they are Disneyland. If I'd not been to a place before, like for instance when we went before, they were selling Disney Cruise Line stuff, and I hadn't been on a Disney cruise at the time, so I wouldn't want to buy something for somewhere that I've not been. Whereas I've been to Disneyland California a few times now, and we're booked to go again in the next couple of months. So I thought perfect, because I can buy this stuff now and I can wear it. It's little shorts, they'll be really good. They're really stretchy actually, and they're quite a nice soft material. And they'll be perfect to wear obviously to Disneyland when we go back, if it's hot, which hopefully it will be. But they're also really good that I can wear them like running. So I really liked those. They were $34.99 and I paid $12.99, so happy with that. This I bought because when we went to Florida last in August 19, I bought a Spirit jersey, and I bought a Halloween Spirit jersey, and it was between that one and a different one that I'd seen that I really liked, and I didn't know which one to buy, and I decided to go with Halloween because it was Halloween. And this one is the other one that I wanted, although it says Disneyland instead of Disney World, and it's this one. At the bottom is all kind of like bronze, like specks, so I really liked that one, and that was, there's no price on it, but we know Spirit jerseys are $79.99, and I got it for $44.99. I've actually got more Disneyland Spirit jerseys than I have Disney World. I've got this one, an orange one, a black and white one, and then my only actual Disney World Spirit jersey is my Halloween one. So I would like a new Walt Disney World Spirit jersey, but at the same time, if they haven't got one that I like, I'm not going to spend that amount of money on it. I would quite like the 50th Spirit jersey that you can get, but I don't think it's in stock anywhere at the moment. I think when they do come in stock, they just kind of fly off the shelves really quickly. And then we also went to Bath and Body Works. It's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to go to the international premium outlets and not the vinyl one, because they have Bath & Body Works there. And we didn't have a car on this trip, so it was quite good to try and combine certain elements of what we wanted to do and do it at the same time. The problem of going to Bath & Body Works when you're hand luggage only is that you can't buy everything that you want, because you are limited on the size of the liquids that you can bring back. So you can only bring back 100 ml. And a lot of the stuff obviously is bigger than that. I really wanted to get some of the hand soaps, you know, with a little pump on and it's like foam, but we weren't able to do that, so hopefully that means next time we can go back and get more. So I had to have a good look around to see what we could actually get, and I was quite happy to see that we could get these. So these are like anti-bac hand sprays rather than the hand sanitizers. So we've got that one. And Abby was boring and chose one that wasn't Christmassy. But they all smell really good, and I think they were... So they were $6.50 each, or 3 for $15. Got 5 of those. They were 5 for $8, which I don't think was that cheap, to be honest. So looking at them, they're $1.95 each. So basically it's like buy 4 get 1 free, isn't it really? But we got 5 of those. But I do kind of regret that I only bought 5. I kind of wish I'd bought another 5 really, because they're not going to last very long. Oh, I also got a candle from Bath & Body Works. Now I did Google it before I brought it back, because it sounds funny to say like, is a candle a liquid? But obviously it does turn into a liquid if you melt it. So I thought I'd double check, and yeah, it's fine. It did say that there were certain ones you couldn't bring back, but I can't remember what it was, but you could bring these back. So this is just a single wick candle. That's really nice. It is a marshmallow fireside. Yes, it is quite Christmassy. It's got snowflakes on there. It was $14.99, but it just so happened to be on that day that I went in, they were doing these for $6 or $6.50 maybe. If you were like signed up to their newsletter, and I do get Bath & Body Works emails all the time. So yeah, that was good timing. Got some Swedish fish and some Ghirardelli. We did have the snowman ones, but they were eaten. Jake took a liking to them. I need to hide these because I did buy 2, and he decided it was going in his suitcase and that he was going to eat them. And then the other stuff didn't really cost anything. We were given these when we left the party, and they're like marshmallows with chocolate on, and they've got little bits of like candy cane in it, so they're going to be like minty. So we got 4 of those. We have still got some of the snickerdoodle cookies from the party as well. I did buy this actually. So this was at Universal, just one of their like, you know, reusable bags. But in comparison to the Disney ones that I've got, it's really thick. So hopefully it's going to last, because my Disney ones are all ripped. Oh no, I forgot something. I got these in the outlets. So these were $32.99, reduced to $15.99. And I want to start pin trading. Jake's got pins and Abby's got pins. So when we see the pin stalls, you know, to trade, I normally always go and have a look. And sometimes I'll see one and go, oh, that's a nice one. And the kids are like, oh no, I don't want that one. They'll get a different one. I'm like, oh. So I wanted my own pins because I want to do it as well. And buying them in the outlet's perfect, because obviously I don't intend on keeping like any of these ones that's on here. So you don't want to pay a lot of money for them when you're just going to swap them. It's just a case of having like a base set of pins that you can swap. And there's 7 in there as well. So 7 for $16, that's not bad at all. That's a really good start. So hopefully I'm going to be able to do that when we go back next year. Might even do it in California. I do need a lanyard though, because the only lanyard I've got is the Harry Potter one. Which, you know, I'd be wrong, wouldn't it, to take a Harry Potter one to Disney. So I need to get a Disney one. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I've always wanted to have a go myself. Yeah. Actually, some of these are quite cute actually. Actually, they're all quite cute. They're not a bad set. I kept hold of the programme for the after hours event, because most likely we won't end up doing it again. I'd love to do it again, don't get me wrong, but also this is the after hours very merriest event, and this was kind of like a different version to what they normally do for Christmas. It's normally Mickey's very merriest Christmas party. Was it Minnie's? I can't remember, but it's a different one than that normally anyway, so that might be the only one that I ever see. And it's got a date on it when we went, so that's good. I've got that. And then I also kept a park guide for universal as well because it's Christmassy. And that's it. That is everything. So I'm just going to finish off this vlog series now and say thank you so much for joining us and seeing what we got up to when we went to Florida, when we finally went back to Florida. You know, when things get postponed and cancelled so much, you just don't, you just can't see that it's ever going to actually happen. So the fact that we have been and we had the best time and it was Christmas was just amazing. So I'm so happy we went. To give you an overview of the holiday, would I go this time of year again? 100%. It was so good. I know I keep saying that, and I think I've said it all the way through the vlogs how good it was, but to combine Christmas, my favourite time of year, with being in Florida, like in the heat and in the parks and the Christmas music and the decorations and that everywhere, it was just brilliant. I can't recommend enough that if you have the opportunity to go at Christmas time, go. Even if you can only afford to go for a few days, or you can only get a few days off work, because as you know, we did take the kids out of school to go. There is no school holidays at the beginning of December. It was a week. We took them out for a week. That's all it was in the end. And I think sometimes kids need to be able to go and have some fun, and sometimes that doesn't always work out when it's school holidays, especially the way it's been in the last 2 years. You know, if the borders were open earlier than November, you know, when there are no school holidays, then maybe we would have gone. We would have been there in August, which wouldn't have affected any school holidays at all. But you know, they've been through all this like we have, and it's affected them. I think it's potentially affected the kids, the whole COVID situation and homeschooling and not being able to see their friends and not being able to go out. I think it's affected them more than maybe it's affected us as adults. Yeah, and they need a bit of fun in their lives. Everything is so doom and gloom here. It's you know, it's constantly on the news. Every time you turn the radio on, there's something on there about COVID, or you know, everything. And they're at school and it's drummed into them all the time, and they're in their masks and they can't do this and they can't do that. And yeah, I took them out of school, as has every other single person who's currently in Florida with kids at the moment has done exactly the same thing. And I don't regret it, and I told school that I was doing it, and so be it. I would do it again if it meant the kids, if it meant I can see the kids smiling and having the best time, then I would do it again. So yes, that is it. That is it for the Florida vlog series. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you that peace of mind that maybe you could actually go hand luggage only if you needed to, because we did it and I would do it again. Not for like 2 weeks I wouldn't, but for the amount of time we went, I would do it again. Definitely saved us money by booking it that way, because we did book it as like flight only, and then we booked the hotel separately, which again is not something I've ever done for Florida. I've always booked a package, and we've always had a car. Would I go without a car again? Oh, I don't know. It's all right for 6 days. Again, I couldn't do it for 2 weeks. I love being able to go out and explore Florida a bit more. Like, we didn't make it to Target. I was gutted we didn't make it to Target, but it just wasn't gonna fit into our plan without it costing, like, you know, an extra $20 or $30 to be able to go in an Uber to get there. So I was a bit gutted by that, but again, we'll do it next year. We are due to go to California in February, and we're going to stay near Disneyland and go and do all of that again, which I'm really looking forward to. So fingers crossed that nothing else changes. Well, actually nothing, get rid of the testing, amazing, but hopefully nothing changes in regards to the rules to being able to travel and to go out to the States. Hopefully all this has gone out before Christmas. I just want to say, have an amazing Christmas, have a happy new year, and we'll see you again soon. We'll see you in 2022.